Listen, don't go buying those books yet. Hold on and let me tell you why. Hi friends, and welcome back to Grace.Filled. I'm Christy and I'm here with another homeschool video for you guys. So I am so excited to share with you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. In this video, I decided that I wanted to have a sit-down chit-chat with you guys about buying curriculum, and I want to talk to you before you buy your curriculum, just in case that it might help you, that it might encourage you, that it might kind of get you on the right path if you're struggling, if you're wondering, if you're just not even sure where to start or where to begin, or if you just don't want to waste a bunch of money. So if you think this video would be useful, then just keep on watching. So this video came about because recently I was sitting and thinking that, man, I have not bought really anything for this year, and I started to feel like, oh man, I'm getting behind. And then I stopped myself in that moment and I said, no, I'm not. I'm listening and I'm waiting to see what is going to be best for me and what's going to be best for my family in this season. One thing I know is that seasons change. I have 5 kids, and this is going on my 10th year homeschooling, and this season does not look like my previous season. Maybe my first 3 or 4 years, we were at every aquarium, zoo, Port Discovery, children's museums, Delaware, Jersey, Virginia, Maryland. We were all over. We were enjoying it. We were enjoying the journey. Life looks a lot different in this season than it did in that season. And so before assuming that things will just continue to be the way they've always been, I find it best to just sit for just a minute and ask yourself some questions and think about some things. And I decided that I would kind of walk you through some of those questions that I ask and some of the things that I sit with my own self. So let's get into those things. Let's start with, what is your word of the year? Do you have one yet? Every homeschool year, I come up with a word for my homeschool, and I have my word for this year. My word is atmosphere, and I will be doing a whole separate video on that, so you can look forward to that in the next couple of days. Focus has been organizing and cleaning, and that's what led up to the homeschool room tour, because I'm purging and organizing and physically putting my hands on all the curriculum and seeing what I have, and then considering what I'm needing, and then considering the children. Everything must go through the question, will this match the atmosphere I want to create? Because my word of the year is atmosphere. Will this book, will this subject, will this curriculum, will this activity, will this XYZ, will it match my theme of the year, which is atmosphere? And that is where I want to begin, because this is the truth. Anything will work if you are faithful, if you are committed, if you're constant, right? If you're focused. Any single thing will work. So I want to put that out there, because any curriculum can be customized. You can add to it, you can take away from it, you can add diversity to it, you could add religion to it, you can take it out. Whatever it is that you want to do in your homeschool, you have the flexibility to do that. So what type of year will this be? This year, I'm adding my last child. It's my only girl after 4 boys. I'm adding her to the bunch. So I'll be adding homeschooling a kindergartner. My husband's hours are crazy. He works 84 hours on 1 week, and then he's off the next week. Sometimes he goes in 1 or 2 days. I have no help. There's no sitters. The restaurants don't even deliver where I am. I'm at least 20 minutes from everything, and I'm about 1 or 2 hours away from most things. So that means for me, field trips, adventures, all those things that I used to do in some of the past years, all the time, they're not going to be, it won't be happening like that. They'll be few and far in between, just because of the distance and the time and all those things. What it also lets me know is I need to be on top of my meal planning. Like, I cannot skip a beat. I cannot miss a beat. And I just had it, my planner over there. So if you guys want me to show you how I meal plan for my large family or family of 7, if you want to see me meal planning or anything like that, let me know in the comments and I'll do that. But my meal planning has to be 100. Because have you figured out what your goals are for the year? What do you hope to accomplish? Before we even get into buying anything, do you want them to have a rigorous education? Do you plan on just traveling long term? Do you want to put them in trade schools? Do you want something that's structured because you have multiple kids? Do you want something that's just open and go, something that can be easily stored as you travel to different places, something that's minimum, not a whole kit that's like this big? Do you want just something like this even that can be your entire homeschool with a library card and a couple of other things? So you have to decide what is your goal for your children. And then the next thing is just kind of, again, do you want a religious curriculum? Do you want a secular curriculum? Because that's important, and you need to make sure that what you're looking into lines up with your word of the year, with your goals, with your visions. Do you have multiple kids? Is it one kid? You know your child's learning style? Do you know your teaching style? If not, take some time to figure out, and then you can purchase material that are going to best suit your child's learning style and your teacher styles. Because if you go and buy a package or some books that are heavy planning, heavy labor intensive, and you're not that kind of gal, you're going to be upset and you're going to talk bad and feel bad about the curriculum, and you're not going to be happy. And then if you are like a free flow, creative, crafty, and you want to do all the things and plan all the things and do all your own unit studies and things like that, but you buy a curriculum that's very structured, you're going to find that it's hard for you really to deviate from that and get exactly what you want. Do you want a curriculum that's secular, or do you want a curriculum that is religious? Is this short term? Is this long term? Okay, so my time's almost up for this video. I have to go, I'm sorry, but I want the next thing that you do to be to reflect. Reflect upon the past year. If you've homeschooled already, just reflect upon your past years just from being a mom or a parent in general. What worked well? What were the kids' favorite things? What did they light up about? What did they request? What did they want more of? What did they want extra of? What couldn't they get enough of? What brought them joy? What sparked curiosity? What was the thing that you took out that you got done every single time with no issues? That right there might be a clue to where you need to start. Was it reading? Let's look at a living book curriculum. Was it science? Let's look at something with lots of experiments and projects. Was it art? Okay, let's set up creativity stations and STEM stations all around, and hands-on and loose parts where they wanted to be outside in nature. Okay, now we can do a nature-based Amelia Reglio, Waldorf, just full of bring the outdoors inside and actually take the books outside, set up a whole outside classroom, and there's all sorts of curriculums on that. So those are things to really help you. What sparked that joy? What made you happy? What subjects were you there for every single time? Every time you brought out this book, you were like, yes, yes, yes. Not like, take out your books. Who's that kind of mama? No, honey. Yes, yes, yes. They need that excitement. They need that joy. Like, they feed off that energy and they feel like you don't want to be there. Why should they want to be there? But when you're like, yes, let's do it, boo. Let's grab. They like, yeah, mom, let's go. Okay, maybe just my kids, but reflect. Reflect upon your past year and see how can you do more of those things. Now, for me this year, I noticed I did not do as many arts and crafts, and that's absolutely my favorite. But last year was a hard year I think we were all hit last year with COVID and all the things. So I give myself grace, and that's the end of that. The last thing that I want you guys to do is, if you are spiritual or have some type of spiritual backing, pray and ask the Lord to help you figure out the best curriculum for the best curriculum that'll be best for your family. I just don't want you rushing to buy something, but I want you getting something that's going to be that's going to work out. And chances are you might already have what you need and just need to do a few tweaks, or you may just need to revisit something that you've already done before. So I hope this video finds you well. I hope this video helps you out. Let me know in the comments something that this video helped you with, or reminded you of, or inspired you, or anything like that. And also let me know what videos you want to see up next, because I will be back with those. I am over on Instagram at Grace.Filled Homeschool, so you can find me there if you're not following me there. And of course, if you're not following me here, what are you waiting for? I have tons of more videos that I need to get to you. And now I've got to go get my kids. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, blessings.